Mornings with Mike and Iris present Love 'em or List 'em.
I matched with a guy on a dating app, and we've been talking for weeks. He mentioned that he only makes $10 an hour, but he said he really loves what he does. But I think he could do a lot better. He's a smart guy. He's not going to school, by the way. Love him or list him.
I should have just threw that last thing. Not going to school.
That's Yoli, by the way.
Because that was going to be my first question. Well, maybe, he's just working that, and the goal is ultimately to do something else, and he's going to school, but he's not going to school. So, interesting.
Well, is that a turnoff, do you think?
Yeah, it could
Does that
be.
show a lack of ambition about him?
I was going to say it could be in the sense of that she says she thinks he can do a lot better. So sometimes, it can be a turnoff if the person's like, no, I'm good. I'm just good. I'm settled. I'm happy.
Okay.
But it's like, oh, you could be doing so much more, making so much more.
But what about Yoli? What does that tell us about her? Is that like shades of gold digger-ish?
I could see how you could think that, but she doesn't want to be the main supporter. That's pretty much
What's
what
wrong
she's
with
thinking.
that?
That's pretty much what she's thinking. Like, okay, well then that means I'd have to.
Y'all throw it on us all the time. So, y'all, women are always talking about equality. So then what? Because it's the other way around, you're not down with it?
No, I think because she'll feel as if
he's not man enough?
He's going to be satisfied with that and not make as much, and she's going to have to, pull the heavy weight. Let's both make the good income.
Okay, but what if it was the other way around? And it was a guy asking us? I mean, 915-280-2931. That's our number. You can also use the free 93.1 KISS FM mobile app, and you can submit audio on the free 93.1 KISS FM mobile app, as well as over the KISS El Paso Facebook. You can DM or VM. It's Love 'em or List 'em.
Smart Bite on 93.1 KISS FM.
Here's Yoli using the free 93.1 KISS FM mobile app.
I matched with a guy on a dating app, and we've been talking for weeks. He mentioned that he only makes $10 an hour, but he said he really loves what he does. But I think he could do a lot better. He's a smart guy. He's not going to school, by the way. Love him or list him.
All right. Well, we have a lot of different opinions. We have Freddie, who wrote in through the KISS mobile app, and he actually agreed with you, Mike, saying that if it was a man calling in saying his girl should make more money, then he'd be in the wrong. And then he went on to say, hey, maybe this guy plans on working his way up in that specific job. I say keep loving him.
Okay, that's possible, yes. Yeah, okay. All right, and this is using the free 93.1 KISS FM mobile app. This is Krista.
My husband has a 6-figure paying job and he hates it. Every day he comes home with such negative energy, and honestly, I wish he could find a job that he liked. So be glad that this guy loves what he does. I say keep loving him.
Yeah.
That's a very valid point.
Oh, absolutely. There is something to be said about loving where you work, about loving having to go to work.
Yes, because then when you go back home, if you have that negative energy, I hate it, I hate this job.
But there's also something to be said for having the things that you need and want.
I mean, man, that is very true.
$10 an hour may not be able to afford you that.
And she said he's not going to school, right?
I mean, I think it's cool that, that she thinks that he could do more and he could do better, but is that just a sign of what's to come? I mean, is this something this poor guy's going to have to deal with? Her always pushing him. Pushing him.
That's very true, too, because that can get annoying, too. Like, no, I'm fine with... There's people who are just fine with where they're at. Good. Just leave me how I am. I'm happy. I'm content. We're good.
It's Love 'em or List 'em. 915-280-2931. Mornings with Mike and Iris.
Smart Bite. And now, Mornings with Mike and Iris present Love 'em or List 'em. You tell us.
And Yoli wrote in with this, asking us to help her with this. I matched with a guy on a dating app. We've been talking for weeks. He mentioned that he only makes $10 an hour, but he said he really loves what he does. But I think he could do a lot better. He's a smart guy. He's also not going to school, by the way. Love him or list him.
Daniel also used the app to state his opinion.
Okay, so I think it shows a lack of ambition, in my opinion. You're not his mom, so you shouldn't have to always push him to be better. He should just want to be better for himself. So I think you should list him.
All right. Okay.
I can see that. But Ashley, pretty much on the opposite side, wrote in through a KISS mobile app saying, well, maybe he's never had anyone tell him that he could do a lot better. I say love him and keep on motivating him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just don't nag him.
Yeah, I was going to say at one point, motivating a person is,
Yeah.
good, but sometimes it can turn into nagging and they can be like, hey, no, if I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool, if the relationship works out, that you two push each other to be better, right?
Yeah.
But there comes a point where you cross the line and you're just a nag. So let's hope it doesn't get to that part. But the majority of the people who called in or who sent us a text or an app and stated their opinion say love him.
Yep. They say, again, keep loving him because who knows, maybe he hasn't had a relationship to put money into his mind and be like, oh, I need to be more, aware of how much money I'm making, got to go on dates, this and that. So if he was a great guy and she thinks he's smart and she thinks he's a good dude, I say, keep on loving him.
70% of you agree with that. 70% say love him. Love him or list him.
93.1